Hello everyone, my name is Eli, this is Boy, and today we got short but super energizing and grounding practice for you. I'm not sure where you are at the world right now, but we are here in Sydney. We had really rainy few weeks right now and there's floods everywhere. So I thought it would be really good to have a practice with a lot of standing and grounding poses for you. So if you want a great way to start or finish your day with a little bit more energy and grounding, please feel free to join us. All right, let's get started. All right, so today we're going to start at tabletop position. So we're on our hands and our knees. From here, just take a quick look, make sure that your hands directly under your shoulders and that your knees directly under your line and you have a straight spine. From here, also take a quick look at your fingertips and make sure that your first finger pointing towards the top edge of the mat. So we're making sure that we have a little bit of external rotation and opening in our shoulders to make sure that we don't hurt them during our practice. From here, we're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale to draw the shoulders back, drop the belly, lift your chin up. Exhale to bring the chin to your chest, round your back. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders back, chin up. Exhale to round your back, push through your hands and feet. One more round. Next inhale, bring us back to a tabletop, straight spine. From here, we're going to inhale our right hand up, halfway. Exhale, thread it through, bend your left elbow. Bring your shoulders all the way down. Inhale, this time a little bit higher. Exhale, thread it through. My dog just heard something. Inhale, this time maybe as high as you can today. And exhale, hand to the ground, straight to our left side. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread it through. Get a nice stretch at the back of your shoulder. Inhale up. Here you can feel a nice stretch at the front of your chest. Exhale through. Inhale maybe this time as high as you can. Hold it for one breath. And exhale, hand to the ground. From here, bring your knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch. Take your sit bones all the way down and back to your child's pose. Here you can rest your forehead on the floor or on a pillow if you want a bit more comfort. And if you want a little bit more stretch, take your hands a little bit forward and make a little tent with your fingers. And rest your head down. Take a few breaths here, ideally in and out from your nose. Helps us warm the muscles in the body from the inside, give you a little bit more flexibility and space. From here, inhale back into tabletop. Tuck your toes under and push to your first downward facing dog of the day. Or at least a practice in case that you've already had a downward facing dog today. Maybe you can walk your heels down. And inhale, we're going to walk slowly towards the top edge of our mat. We're in forward fold. And we're going to inhale, we're going to roll slowly all the way up to standing. Awesome. We're all here now in mountain pose. And we're going to start moving a little bit faster with our breath. So we're going to inhale our hands up all the way, maybe they can touch. Exhale, forward fold, straight back. Working towards straight legs, but if you want, you can have a little bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the ground or on the shins, as long as we have a straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to bring our right foot back, then the left, plank pose. Here, make sure that your heels are above your toes. Shift your weight a little bit forward and bend slowly all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, draw your shoulders back, elbows towards each other. Push through your hands to your cobra pose. Exhale down into your downward facing dog. Maybe you can use your knees for this first one. And you can remember that throughout all the practice if you want to modify it a little bit. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Step it in between your hands, followed by the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Maybe they can touch. Maybe you can look in between your hands. And exhale, you can bring your hands to your heart center. And we're going to take one more round. So inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot back, left foot back. Plank pose. Again, heels above toes. Shift your weight forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Draw your elbows back. Push through your hands and feet to your cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whichever way you want it. This time, inhale your left leg up. Bring your knee to your chest and step it forward. Follow with the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, hands to heart center. And from here, we're going to keep moving a little bit faster with our breath. So one movement, one breath. Let's go. Inhale, hands forward, bend to your chair pose. Would be easier if you have your feet together to give you more stability. Just make sure that you can still see your toes. Hands straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Maybe you can step or jump straight into your chaturanga, cobra, or this time, if you're ready, upward facing dog. If you're in upward facing dog, make sure that you're using your quads to lift your knees off the ground and you're drawing your shoulders back, trying to touch your chest into the wall in front of you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Pause here, drop your back heel. Make sure that your toes pointing towards the top left edge of your mat in about 45 degrees angle, and your heels are in line, either heel to heel or heel to arch, whatever feels more comfortable to you. And you have a nice bend in your front knee working towards 90 degrees. From here, inhale, hands all the way up, straight by the sides of your ears if you can, or a little bit forward. Exhale, hands to the ground, pivot your back foot, take your front foot back to plank, straight into your vinyasa, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And of course we have another side, so we're gonna inhale our left leg up. Exhale, look in between your hands. Step your leg through and set your feet into warrior one again. And inhale, hands up. And try to see if you can bend a little bit deeper into that front foot, working our thigh to be parallel to the ground. Hands straight. Exhale, hand to the ground. Pivot your back foot straight into your vinyasa. Or if you wish, you can skip your vinyasas and go straight into downward facing dog. Here we're going to take a few breaths. You can feel that energy that you just woke up in your body.
From here, you can bring your feet a little bit closer to each other. You can either step, walk, or if you wanna, you can lift up to your tippy toes, bend your knees, look in between your hands, and step straight into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, sit back into your chair. Bend a little bit deeper if you can. And exhale all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. And I think we're going to take one more round. Why not? Inhale, hands up. Sit into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step or walk straight into your chaturanga. Take your cobra or upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Look in between your hands. Step it through. Set for your warrior one. Inhale, hands up. Really press through both of your feet to give yourself that grounding that we were talking about. See if you can bend a little bit deeper in your front knee. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pivot your back foot. Step into your upward O Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep moving with your breath. Inhale, left leg up. Look in between your hands, step it through. Set your warrior one. Inhale, rise up. See if you can bend a little bit deeper into that front foot. And exhale, hands to the ground. Chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more, we can use that opportunity to connect with our breath. Just make sure that you keep pressing to the top of your hands into the ground, trying to work your heels towards the ground, but it doesn't matter if they don't touch all the way down. We're just looking for a nice stretch in our hamstrings. Short practice doesn't mean that it can't be very powerful and tiring at the same time. Next, inhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit in your chair. Hold it for one breath. See if you can bend a little bit deeper. And exhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Maybe give your legs and hand a little bit of a shake. From here, we're gonna inhale our hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. From here, take your left foot back into crescent lunge. Here again, heel above your tippy toes. Have your back leg straight and have a nice 90-degree bend in your front foot. Plant your left hand on the ground. Push into it and rise your right hand up to the sky. Make sure you don't collapse into your left shoulder, but you push away from the ground. Try to stack your hands on top of each other. Exhale, hands to the ground. Bring your front foot back. Take a vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale in between your hands. And again, crescent lunge. Set your legs properly. Plant your right hand down on the floor, directly under your shoulder. And inhale your left hand up into your crescent lunge twist. Take a couple of breaths here. And bring your hand to the ground. Step back into plank. Take your vinyasa. Hopefully a dog is not in the way. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, I'm going to get you to lift your right leg up to the sky and step it outside of your right hand, and do the same with your left hand. Or if you want a little bit more fun with it, you can simply bend your knees and step straight into your yogic squat. Boy, come here. Down. So here, another really grounding pose. You're super close to the ground, but it's not a resting pose. So we're making sure that we're pressing our elbows into our knees into our elbows, and we're working towards a straight back as much as we can. Here you can take your hands in behind your back and sit gently in the middle of your mat. You can give your legs a little bit of a shake. They worked pretty hard right now. I know that mine did. From here, we're going to take a back twist. So I'm going to get you to lift your right leg on top of your left one. You can have your left leg straight, or if you want a little bit more stretch, you can bend your leg, put it behind your sitting bones. Just make sure that if you do bend it, make sure that both of your sitting bones are on the ground. From here, you can simply hug your knee with your left hand and twist to the right. Or if you want a little bit more stretch, you can inhale your left hand up and take your elbow into the middle of your thigh. And you're using your elbow and your hand to twist to the right. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. One more time, maybe you can twist a little bit deeper. And we're going to inhale our hands up and exhale to counter twist. Inhale, both legs straight. Give them one more shake, and we're going to go straight to our other side. So left leg on top of the right. If you had your left leg straight the other time, you can leave it straight. But if you want a little bit more, you can just bend it. Again, just make sure that you're not right here, but you're sitting with both of your sitting bones on the ground. Otherwise, it doesn't really give you much benefits. From here, you can simply take the same twist that you've had before. So maybe you're here, or maybe you inhale your hand up and you place your elbow in the middle of your thigh, and you're using the push and the pull of the right hand and the left hand. Inhale to lengthen and create space, and exhale to twist. Twist as much as you can today. Don't try and push it too much. All you're looking for is a nice stretching sensation. Not more than that. Inhale, hands up, and exhale to counter twist. Inhale, straight legs. Give them one more shake. From here, we're going to take a seated forward fold. So have your legs straight. Make sure that you're really engaging your quadriceps to lift your knees up to protect them. Have your hands by the sides of your hip. Lift your bum up and sit straight back. Again, to make sure that both of our sitting bones are on the ground. Make sure that we have a nice straight back. Inhale our hands up and exhale to forward fold. Maybe your hands are here or here on the mat. Maybe on the shins. Maybe you can bend all the way to grab your feet. And we're trying to inhale again to create lengthening and space. And we exhale, trying to bring our rib cage to our thighs. Don't forget to engage your quadricep to protect your knees. We'll have a couple of breaths here. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands by the side of the body, and from here you can exhale all the way to lay down your back on your mat. Relax your legs, relax your hands, and here we're stepping into our last pose of the practice, Shavasana, which is our ending pose. If you're at home, you can maybe turn the lights off, close your eyes, and enjoy a few minutes of relaxation after the practice, and you can sort of observe all that energy that you just moved in your body. It feels quite nice, especially because you just earned it. But if you want to start your day or finish it a little bit quicker, you can come back into sit. And here I'll get my dog to stop eating the plant. And just wanted to thank you for joining us today. I hope that this practice helped you to feel a little bit more energized and grounded, especially if you're here in Sydney like me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for joining us.